Hello everybody. Today's class is based on invitations and replies. Now basically man is social by nature. Hence interaction and communication between human beings is quite natural and unavoidable also. Now we hold many social functions, celebrations like birthdays, engagement, wedding, anniversaries, appointment, school functions. So hence, we need to send invitations. So invitation is an important form of social dealings. It is a request to an individual to come or go somewhere or to do something. Now there are two types of invitations. What are the two types of invitations? First, let me share the screen. Okay, so as I told you, there are two types of invitations. When we are writing invitations, it can be both formal as well as informal. Now, formal invitations are of two types. One, which you give in the form of a card, and the other is in the form of social letters. See, as you can see, the first one, they can be printed in cards or drafted in the form of letters. Printed invitation cards, all of us, we get cards at times for attending marriage ceremonies, wedding ceremonies, for birthdays, for inauguration of shops. Okay, so they are always in the form of the cards. Now, one thing important that you have to keep in mind is that such invitations, they do not include the name of the addressee. Suppose someone is sending an invitation card for a marriage ceremony, for a wedding ceremony to me, my name will not be written on that card because that card is generally printed general and it is sent to all the guests. Now, the second form in which the name of the addressee becomes important, that is the formal typed handwritten letter addressed to a VIP. Suppose a function is going to be organized in the school. Let us assume annual function. Okay, and then you have to send an invitation to the district commissioner or who as a VIP will come to inaugurate, to be a part of the function. In that case, the name of the addressee, it appears prominently and it is written in the form of a letter. So you have to remember this, that there are two types of formal letters. One is in the form of the card in which the name of the addressee is nowhere mentioned, and the second type is in the form of a letter, a formal letter, and in that the name of the addressee is mentioned. It appears very prominently. Now let me come to the next slide. Now what are the main characteristics of formal invitation? First of all, a formal invitation, when you are writing in the form of invitation card, please remember that it should always be written in the third person. Okay. Now when you are writing, what are the points that you have to keep in mind? The who should be there, whom should be there, when the function is going to be held, organized, to where, the venue, the time, and for what. All these details should be there. The occasion, name of the invitee, name of the host, date, time, and venue. Now, other details that include is designation and address of the organizer. Okay, sponsor or the host, or the names of the chief guest or special invitee. Suppose it is annual function, you are inviting one as a guest of honor and one as the chief guest. So accordingly, the name of the chief guest in a card is very important. Okay, in case of official invitation. Then printed formal invitations don't include the name of the addressee. Again, I'm repeating, when it is printed in the form of the card, the name of the addressee will not be there. But when you are writing a letter to the VIP, formal letter, formal invitation letter to a VIP, that will carry the name or name prominently. Word limit will be 50. Now, let us come to the examples. As I told you, third person, nowhere first, you are not writing in first person and second person. This is one example that you can see. It is of an inauguration. Messrs. Shyamlal and Son announced the opening of Galaxy Novelties, a general store in Gitanjali Enclave, Dwarika. Inauguration on Sunday, the 19th of October. The year, you can give it like this, you don't have to mention the year. At the time is important. All are cordially invited. Visit for all kinds of grocery and domestic items. Avail inaugural discount of 10% on all goods. Okay. In case you have a chief guest, you can mention that also, that so and so, a name and the designation of the person will be the chief guest or will inaugurate. Okay. Then RSVP, Galaxy Novelties, and the phone number. Then this is another one. This is of the 5th birth anniversary. Mr. and Mrs. Raj Karan request the pleasure of your benign presence on the auspicious occasion of the 5th birth anniversary of their son Nikhil at their residence 38 Kamal Kunj, Varanasi at 4:30 p.m. on 28th December, the date, the year, and then RSVP Mr. and Mrs. Raj Karan and the phone number. Now another important one, very important, the marriage one, which very often you get in your examination also. Mr. and Mrs. K.S. Bhardwaj request the pleasure of your company on the auspicious occasion of the marriage of their daughter. See, presentation card is all about presentation. The details you have to give, and in a proper manner. It should be presented in a very beautiful manner. So see how you can change your handwriting over here. It can be a mix of handwritings. You can write in running handwriting, you can write in blocks at places. Okay, certain things can be highlighted. Now here you see their daughter Nivedita with Akhilesh, son of Mr. and Mrs. S.M. Joshi of Nainital. On, you have to give the date. At, you have to give the venue. Then when it is for about marriage, you have to give the details like reception, dinner, wedding ceremony, everything, and the time. Then see, where the marriage will be held on Saturday, 26th May 2000, that you give accordingly. Then RSVP, you can simply write Mr. and Mrs. Bhardwaj and the phone number, or you can give these details also. And right hand side, when you are writing, making an invitation card for marriage, you have to write with best compliments from all relatives and friends, or from all relatives. You can give a name also from Mr. Bhardwaj and family and friends. This also can be written. Now, very important that so often you'll come across about the school also. The school is organizing the annual function, and obviously the card is to be given to parents, to the guests, and see how the card will. The principal staff, who is there, who is inviting? The principal, staff, and students of the name of the school, Newton Public School, Nagpur over here, solicit the pleasure of your company on the auspicious occasion of, see how it has been arranged. That arrangement is very, very important. Of the annual function of the school at 11 a.m. on Saturday, the 15th November, the year. Dr. M.M. Joshi, HRD Minister, Government of India, will be the chief guest and give away the prizes to the students. Now this, the name of the chief guest, you see that it is highlighted properly. And then RSVP, principal, the name of the school and phone number. Now here it is not mandatory that you have to write the name of the school, because it has already been mentioned over here. So simply you write principal and the phone number. Now, I told you there are two types of formal invitation. First was in the form of the card, in which the name of the addressee is nowhere mentioned. In the second one, that is the formal invitation when you are inviting a particular person. In that case, as I told you, a VIP is being invited to inaugurate a function. Okay, in that case, the the name of the addressee becomes very, very important. Like in this, you have that you are Sachin Bansal, the head boy of Springdale's Public School. Your school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship on so-and-so date, and write a formal invitation to Shri MS Dhoni, the legendary cricketer, to inaugurate the championship on 2nd October 2000, let us say 20 at 10 a.m. at your school playground. Now, self-address, as you know, in a formal address, self-address is very important. So in this case, the school is inviting, so the self-address of the school, then the date you are giving, 25th September 2020, here then the address of the addressee. Who is the letter being addressed to? Shri MS Dhoni, the address. Sir, the address is given in the question itself. If not, if it is given in the question, you are writing the same. If not, you are going to invent your own address, one address of MS Dhoni. Now, sir, between sir and subject, you are not leaving any line. Inauguration, what is the subject? Inauguration of cricket championship. Our school is holding. Now, in this case, you can use first person and second person. When you are making a card, you are writing only in the third person, but when you are writing a formal letter, you will use first person. You may use first person and second person. Our school is holding an inter-school T20 cricket championship from 2nd October to 8th October 2020. All the schools of the area are likely to participate. Your presence in our midst will act as a catalyst and inspire us. You are requested to inaugurate the championship on 2nd October 2020 at 10 a.m. in our school ground. Kindly confirm your availability by 30th September. Yours faithfully, the name and head boy. Okay, now, so this is the formal letter. As I told you, again I'm repeating, two types, one in the form of the card and the other in the form of a letter when you are sending a letter, formal letter to a VIP. Now let us come to informal invitations. What are the characteristics of informal invitation? Informal invitations follow the pattern of ordinary personal letters. These letters, like you write informal letters to your relatives, friends, acquaintances, and these letters can always be written in the first person, second person, and personal feelings and emotions you finds expression. Obviously, when you are writing to your father, you cannot be informal, or when you are writing to your uncle, you cannot be informal. Okay, so salutation will always have first the self address is to be given, the date, then the salutation may have dear and the name, or dear uncle, or dear Amit. If Amit is your friend, then the date of the writing, as I told you, is to be given. And the style, of course, will be informal. And then you can, as per demand, you can you can use the tenses and when you are the subscription, in the subscription, it is better that you write yours sincerely. Now again, we'll come to an example. Okay, now let us come to the example here. Okay, Rohit has got success in CBSE PMT. He wants to celebrate his admission to Shivaji Medical College, Nagpur, by throwing a party to his friends. Write a formal invitation, write an informal invitation giving details of venue, time and date. Do not exceed, as the word limit is 50, we cannot exceed that. See the self-address, the date, then the salutation, dear Varun. You will be glad to learn that I have secured 80th rank in the CBSE PMT competition. I have got admission in a prestigious institution. The name of the institution, I want to share a few happy moments of my life in the company of my old friends at a dinner in the Hotel Kanishka at 9 a.m. on 23rd July 2020. Please join the celebrations and merrymaking. Yours sincerely, Rohit. Okay, so this is as you write formal letter, nothing different. In a very as you write informal letter, nothing different. As you write informal letter, in a very informal tone, it has to be written. Okay, now